Hello, everybody. My name is Alfredo Mushanga. I am from Mozambique. I am lead developer at Digitals or HIS Mozambique, and I'm here to present an application developed by our team called Service Management. And during this presentation, the first thing I'm going to do is a contextualization. After that, going to describe the problem, the solution, the demo, and finally talk about the impact of this application, service management application. During our DHIS2 implementation work, we have been working with many countries, with many projects, and mainly at Lusophone countries. I'm talking specifically about Angola, Mozambique, of course, Guinea-Bissau, and Cape Verde, and we have faced various problems. And one of them is the difficulty that the manager or the system admins have to keep the master facility list updated. And because of that, exist a lot of problems related with this issue of difficult to keep the MFL updated. One of them, and this the one that we're going to focus on this presentation and this application, is the disparity between the service provided by the facilities and the data set assigned to that facilities in the system. What I mean is, in the field, we have a health facility that don't provide tuberculosis treatment, for example. But when we go to the system, we will see that organization unit associated to TB treatment data set. So that's not okay, because what is in the field is not the same of what is in the system. And this happened because the way has the data set assigned process is done. If there is a bulk of data set to be updated, it's a bit hard to do that, and sometimes the SIS administrators prefer to assign the organization unit to all, the data set to all organization units at facility level. And what is the consequence of that? The completeness rate is never correct, because there is a lot of organization units that are not assigned to the right data set. And the last one is the lack of use of friendly UI that can provide an overview of master facility list to all stakeholders of the health information system. What is the solution that our team developed? We developed an app called Service Management App, and that app allows the visualization, verification, and updating of the relationship between the org unit and the data sets. And when we're talking about data set, we're associating data set to a service. So those are the main functions of this application. And this is a generic solution. What does it mean? Anyone can download and install the system without the intervention of the developer team. The app is a generic solution, so it can be downloaded and installed further. And it was developed based on DHIS2 standards. I'm talking about the UI mainly, We use it React, D2 UI, and the data is stored on data store. So we kept all environment of the HS2 development. Now I'm going to do the demonstration of the application. For that, we installed at Play version 2.29. The application we installed Play version 2.29, the application, and the name is Services Management. So I'm going here to filter, and there is the application, Services Management. The application was designed to be flexible, so we don't show what we don't need to show. We just show what the user needs to use. And for now, the first step is to select the service that you want to use or to view. I'm just going to select two of them just to show, and here I already selected, and once I select, the application loads the information, and here we have the result. The result is a table, and what we have on this table, we have the facility code, we have the district, the chiefdom, then the facility, and after that we have the service or the data set. And here we have the relation between this facility and this data set. What does it mean? It means that the Pandero facility is not assigned to that or to this data set, and is not also assigned to this one. So here we can have an overview if to check if the facility is or not assigned to data set. And here in our table we have these headers, and these headers are based on the organization unit level configured in the DHIS2 instance. What does it mean? If that implementation doesn't add these levels, the system is just going to show the correct level according to the configuration of DHIS2. And here we have the headers of master facility list. Here we have the data sets, two data sets at this one. We use the code has a header, because sometimes we can have a full name. We can have a name of data set long, so it can sometimes take too much space here, and the UI cannot be okay. But we have also the name has a tooltip. Okay, you can see the code here. If you want to check the name, you can just use it as a tooltip. A tooltip. So basically, this is the list of the service related to organization unit, and we have the options here to search. Okay, basically we have the option here to search. We have here the option to show or hide columns. Okay, you can select what you want to see. We have here the option to filter by one of the levels. Example, I can just select one district, and here is just showing me one district or one or more. And for the system administrators, we have this button to edit service. This button is only available for the system administrators. If the user don't have access to administrate each data set, this button is not visible. And how does it work? The user clicks in the button, the system change the icons, and now it's just a radio. And what is the process of that to update? For example, if I want to associate this data set, okay, the ART data set, to this organization unit, what I do is just to click here, and the system do the process, and it's done. click here, the system do the process, and it is done. If I want to remove, just click here and remove. So on that way, easily the system administrators can associate or dissociate or unassociate the data set to the organization unit. They can do it wherever they want, depending on the number of data set that they want to update. They can do it main times. So this is a functionality only available for the system administrators. Okay, here I'm back to my normal view, having the yes or no. Now I'm going to show another option, that is the download option. The user can download as Excel. Okay, click here, set the name, and the Excel is available. Just open the Excel. Okay, the user just click and the Excel is going to be available. Here we have the Excel, and we kept the colors. We kept the colors just to make sure that the users are going to have a good overview if a data set is or not assigned to each organization unit. And here we have one very important filter. How does this filter work? We have here relative periods, 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. So what is the idea? The user select the months. For example, if you select 3 months, the system is going to filter only, it's going to show in the table only the organization units that didn't receive any data during the last 3 months. If select 6, the system is only going to show the organization unit that didn't receive any data value during the last 6 months. So this is a great way to see if a data set is really necessary or not. Because if a data set is monthly, for example, and remains 6 months without receiving a data value, probably that data set was not supposed to be assigned to that specific organization unit. So this is a filter to improve data quality and to make sure that the system is up to date and the master facility list is up to date. So if we don't want to see the data set, we can use this application simple as the master facility list. Okay, now I just have the system as a master facility list. If I want, I can add, for example, the UID. Okay, I can add the UID, and now I have the UID present in the application. I can download this and use for what I want to do. If I want to do something, I can use it to do that thing. So basically, that these are the main functionalities of this system. So now I'm going to continue presenting. And now I'm going to talk about the impact. The first impact is related about completeness and timeless. I just talk about a little bit about the history of this application. The TB program asked for the list, and besides of giving the Excel, only the Excel, give them the Excel, we developed the application. And after the development being tested, we installed it in the production server, and the AJV program started using this application. And during that usage, we found out that the AJV program is not using the completeness and timeless provided by the AJS tool. And the reason is just because the organization unit and data set are not correctly assigned. So one of the big impact is to give, now is giving the system administrators, it gave to the system administrator an easy way to do this relation between the organization unit and the data set. And in terms of level, for the end users, they will not be required to report data for service that's not provided, because if you have the right data set assigned to the right organization unit, people that don't provide a specific service will not receive calls saying, we didn't receive your data, because not supposed to receive that data. For the system admins, they have a flexible and dynamic tool to update their GS2 basic master facility list. And the program manager, they have a better way to monitor the service provided by the facility, and they can also monitor the data entered by the facilities. So this is what we have to present. This is what our application does. And thank you for your time. See you. Bye.